What's fascinating to me is that people get mad at him for dating 19-year-olds, but because he's 50 or whatever he is. He's close to 50, right? He's 50.
Yeah, he's close to 50.
46, 7, and 8, something like that.
That's a big difference.
It's a giant difference. But here's the thing.
I've been
If it was
there.
the other way, if it was a 19-year-old guy and a 48-year-old woman, everybody would be like, you go, girl. Nobody would be upset at all.
Well, I think there is an example of this in Hollywood, and I do feel like people also are like, that's gross to her, too. I can't remember who it is.
Doesn't stick.
Doesn't land
stick.
with you?
No one's feeling bad for that dude. No one is feeling bad for a 19-year-old guy
not
dating
feeling
a
bad
50-year-old
for her.
woman.
It's really funny to me how society and a lot of these modern women say that it's creepy for an older guy to date a younger woman, despite the fact that the younger woman wants to be there. She doesn't have to date Leonardo DiCaprio if she doesn't want to, but the point is the girls want to be there. Truthfully, guys, a lot of these older women, they become bitter and resentful of the younger women that these men are choosing instead of them.
This is a PSA to all men. If you don't pay my bills, you don't dictate what I do with my time.
Okay, I need to rant for a second. I am tired of the boys in this generation. Like, why do you lead a girl on and then hook up with her and ghost her? You are a boy if you do this. You are not a man, you are a boy. This has happened to me one too many times, and I'm actually tired of it now. Like, sorry for wanting a genuine connection. And especially for me too, I recently just found out that I am gray sexual. And if you don't know what that is, I'll put it on the screen. So can we just stop with this never-ending game? Like, I want that old-fashioned love, please. And if you've ghosted me in the past and you're seeing this, your loss, not mine.
Legit looking for a husband and a male role model for my 3 kids. They all have different dads. I'm twice divorced. Temporarily have an OF. No, I don't want to make content with you. I'm blunt, forthcoming, and only available every weekend or every other weekend for now. I regularly work out and get tattoos. Medicated for my alphabet of mental health shit. Thank God. 5'7", must be 6 feet minimum to get on this ride. I'm here for a long time, not a good time. If all of that's cool, swipe. If not, for the love of God, swipe left. I love the state of dating. I'm here for it.
Right now.
What's her OF? No!
Pathetic.
Sometimes, guys, when I see these dating profiles on other videos or when I cover them myself, what happens to me in real life is I start to feel physiologically unwell. Okay, I might start throwing up a little bit in my mouth. Sometimes I get a headache, I start to have red liquid come out from my nose because some of this stuff is so damn sickening. So you have here a woman who is 33 years of age looking for a long-term partner. So first of all, she could have found that, at least 13 years ago. She has 3 different kids. She's been divorced twice. The kids have different fathers. And she has an OF account. She's incredibly masculine, and she requires you to be at least 6 foot or over. Guys, that is absolutely insane. I think that this woman should be checked into a mental hospital before she interacts with any man, because damn, that is sickening.
Okay. I'm wondering if something I am noticing is an experience that's unique to me, or if it's something that happens to a lot of single moms. I'm 22 years old. I have a 3-month-old. I'm single. I'm finishing nursing school. And something I've noticed is that before, when I was single, the DMs I would get would be like, "Hi, can I take you on a date?" like nice. Most of the time, not always. But, they'd try. And now there's so much more, like, cut to the chase. Like, they're crude, they're raunchy. It's really off-putting. And, in my opinion, disrespectful. And it's never really been, like, this bad before. And I was thinking about it, and I realized it's because now that I have a daughter, I am less valuable to certain men, and they think that I'm easier. Which is funny to me because to me now, the standard is higher than it has ever been because I have a daughter. I mean, not that these men are thinking about like being a part of my family one day or making a family together, clearly, but I just can't believe it. Like, so many people grow up with divorced or separated parents. I actually did not. My parents are married, but I can't, with how common that is, I can't imagine growing up to then treat single moms like absolute trash. Like not even trying. Not even trying. And I was shocked, and then I remembered this TikTok, and all of the comments were full of men talking about how single moms are like used cars. And then I remembered this is not surprising behavior at all. But I'm just wondering if anyone else noticed a change like that once they had kids and became single.
Yeah, so unfortunately for you, when you become a single mother, a lot of guys don't want to commit to you. It's really simple. Why would a man come out here and voluntarily decide to commit to a woman who has a child? I don't know why it's so difficult for it to get through these girls' heads, but men are not interested in raising another man's child, or at least men who respect themselves. So yes, men treat you as though you're easier, they shoot their shot for fun and nothing else, and that's the way it goes.
Single moms, 2 things that just aren't worth sacrificing your body for just to get on base. Let me explain. This will revolutionize your dating life. Hey, I'm Amanda. I'm your cautionary tale. I'm an experienced single mom who's made all the mistakes, and I'm here to please plead with you not to do the same dumb stuff that I've done. I learned this from my son's baseball coach of all things. So he's up to bat, he gets hit by a pitch right on the elbow. Oh. Now he's in a sling for 2 weeks and can't play. Big bummer. You don't want to do the same thing to your heart. There are certain things in your life that are not worth sacrificing for just to get to first base. Your well-being. If the person that you're dating is not contributing to your well-being, then run. If he makes you feel bad about yourself, like you need to lose weight, it makes you feel like a bad parent, like maybe your mom and kids are a little too loud, run. And if the guy you're seeing is not contributing to your life in a positive way, get out. If he's pouring you too many cocktails just to get you happy to take you home, get out. Or if he's exposing you to things that a mother with children should never be exposed to, run! Because you will get injured again. And then if you're hurt, your kids will hurt. It's not worth taking the hit to get on base just to get a date and have some fun. It's a lot better to heal and take your time first. And I'm here to help. Follow me for more single mom tips and join my single moms club. I'll get you back on your feet into a really good relationship. We're gonna get it.
So this video, if you go through the agony of thinking about it for more than 2 seconds, is absolutely insane. So here we have a woman who is an older single mother and a dating coach. And I know what you're thinking, Taylor, single mother, dating coach, that's an oxymoron. And I totally agree. So we have an unsuccessful dater here, basically, telling you how to date. Now, what's the first thing that she says? If a man doesn't contribute, if he isn't improving your well-being, if he criticizes you in any way, then he has to go. Guys, I couldn't think of a more healthy way to live your life than to ignore all criticism and to throw away people who criticize you. Guys, I miss the days in society where people weren't so soft and they actually viewed criticism as something healthy. Because guys, let me tell you this. If you're someone who's overweight or you have an addiction or a problem and your friends aren't criticizing you and trying to help, chances are you don't have friends. But for some reason, these single mothers seem to think that they are above criticism, that nobody has the right to criticize them, they can do no wrong, and their dating approach is the best. Yeah, well, how is that working out for you?
Story time. So I want to talk about how my experience was on dating apps. So this story time is directly related to my last post about a man thinking that he was a better bitch than me. On another note, I said I was going to stop using the B word and the N word. I'm working on it. We're all a work in progress. So I'm on Tinder and I see this man and he's like tall, dark, handsome, bearded, checking all the physical boxes for me because I love a tall, dark, and handsome man with a beard. I go to his profile. He's not an Aquarius or a Sagittarius because those are the two signs I will never date again. He has a great job. He works as a school teacher. He put in his bio that he lives alone. He has his own car. He's independent. He didn't use the word independent, but I have found that a lot of men are putting in their dating profiles that they're independent. Like, what have we come to that men are defining themselves as independent? That's a story for another day. But child, so I immediately see him and I'm like, swipe right, swipe right. Swipes right on him. It's a match. He swiped right on me already. He sent me like a whole paragraph, like opening up the conversation, which I honestly always appreciate. I hate the people that just send you, hey. He sent me like a long paragraph. I read the paragraph. I replied. We text back and forth for about a day or two. Then we exchanged numbers. So we get to talking on the phone and he was asking me like the best questions, like, tell me something about you that I would never guess just by looking at you. I should mention, he liked to send voice notes. So he sent me a voice note asking, tell me something about you that I would never guess. So I replied with, something that people never guess about me is that in high school, I was in band. So he listens to the voice message and eventually he replies with the voice message himself and he says, you know, enunciation is very important. You know why? Because initially when I listened to your voice message, I thought you were saying you were a man. Number one, he thinks that I could be trans, which I'm not offended by because them trans girls be eating it up, honey. But number two, I'm like, what a fucking condescending dick. So just because you're a school teacher, you can be my teacher and tell me how important enunciation is? I mean, imagine just chilling at home with your man and he's correcting your grammar and your use of certain words, your conjugation of verbs, your enunciation. Like, what kind of life would that be? First red flag. I'm going to have to do a part 2 because I'm running out of time.
Let me be honest with you guys, I stopped listening as soon as she brought up star signs. Any girl who starts talking about star signs or crystals, or let's just throw in other words like healing or path or journey, whatever, all of these woo-woo words, feel free to just disregard the rest of whatever she has to say because you already know that it's going to be absolute insanity. Okay, so this is a girl who matched with a dude on a dating application. She probably got her heart broken. 1, 2, 3. Who the hell cares? Let's move on.
So I restarted up my dating profile again. I took a couple months off. I needed the winter to like reset, right? So I started back again. And already I'm like, man, we're off to a great start. We are off to a great start. Gonna finish strong. I get asked today. First of all, I am not vanilla. I'm all about some kink, y'all. But this man asked me today, he said, well, would you be willing to forcibly feed me some baby food? And I was like, there it is. This is why women don't date. Because we are asked to, and he said this, you have a nurturing side, so it would be fine. My nurturing side is for my child, not for a grown-ass man. Feed yourself goddamn baby food. I do not want to do that for you. That stuff smells terrible. That's disgusting. Babies don't even like it. Why do you like it? Huh? This is why women don't date, because we are asked, literally, to parent grown men. No. I was just like, I'm sorry. I know I'm kink shaming right now, but infuriating. Sorry, infuriating. And I said, I just don't think we're going to be able to meet each other's needs. I really hope you find what you're looking for. Okay. Okay. Bye. Barbie at the end of Toy Story 2, where she goes, okay, bye. Thank you. And then she goes, are they gone? Are they gone? That's how I felt at the end of that conversation. Are they gone? I don't mean to sound so shamey, but that one just kind of caught me off guard. Really, really makes me want to say that this person is inept, and I don't know them, so that's not very kind. But that is instantly like a hard limit. No, get you gone, boy. Maybe I need to have a little more grace and compassion. I don't know. This is gonna be fun. It can only get funnier from here, right?
Okay, so first of all, ma'am, you are a single mother complaining about dating. You could just end the video right there because, guys, single mothers, unless they lose the father of their child to some horrific event, have no right to complain about dating. If you actually cared about dating and wanted to take it seriously, you would have secured a father for your kid in the first instance. But second of all, videos like this, guys, make me wish I had a time machine just so I could go back 30 seconds in time and forget it ever existed. I think both of the people in this video are cringe. Number one, the woman for sharing this, and number two, the guy for even wanting to waste his time dealing with her in the first place.
Long time no talk TikTok. Life update, dating update, me update, just an update altogether. I hope all of you are doing well out there. Tomorrow is my birthday, another trip around the sun for me, and I've got my green on because I'm a St. Patrick's Day baby, if you know that tomorrow's March 17th. Anyway, going out with some friends tonight, but let me give you a dating update for those of you who follow along on my horrible trials and tribulations of dating. So, you know what? I did not ever go out with that guy who I thought potentially was autistic, or I don't know what he was, but he was not communicating effectively, regardless of what was his deal. And I basically just said, this is too hard. You are not communicating with me, so I am no longer interested. He did not reply. I never heard back from him again. So there goes that. Then I was talking to another guy who wanted to make zero effort and only wanted me to come to his house. So that was not happening. So not really been having any good luck on online dating. This past weekend, I actually went out with some girlfriends to celebrate my birthday, and I met a guy who I really hit it off with, and we ended up having a great time. Me and my friends hung out with him and his friends the entire night. He actually walked me to another bar, just him and I, and we sat alone at the bar by ourselves, having a drink, talking. We shared multiple fabulous kisses. He asked for my phone number. We talked about where we would go on a date, and lo and behold, I've never heard from him ever again. So today's Thursday. This was Saturday. Of course, all of my girlfriends are married or have boyfriends, and they're like, oh no, you'll hear from him, you'll hear from him. I'm like, it's been 5 days. I'm never going to hear from him again, and I don't have his phone number, and that's okay. I'm not going to call him anyway. So listen, I'm just a girl looking for a guy to love me. Isn't that a movie line? And I'm just not finding it. I'm not finding it in person. I'm not finding it online. I don't know. Maybe I'm just destined to be single, and I am grateful for all the things I have in my life, and all the blessings, and all the health, and all the great things with my daughter, and the vacations, and all the things. But you know what? I'm sick of buying my own flowers. I'm sick of walking on the beach by myself. I am sick of it. And I just want to meet someone who I hit it off with, and they hit it off with me, and we kiss, and it's fireworks, and it's great. I don't need a fairy tale. I don't need perfection. I need consistency. I need people to stop ghosting me. And I just need people to say what they mean and mean what they say. Is that a lot? Is that too much? Like, are you feeling the same way? I have a lot to give. I have a lot of love to give, and I'm just sick of it. I'm sick of dating. I'm sick of it. So I'm going out with some friends tonight from the neighborhood. We're just all going out to dinner to celebrate my birthday, and I'm just trying to keep a good attitude. I don't know what else to do. What are you guys doing out there? Anybody? Any advice? Any thoughts? Okay. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody.
Man, I swear, some of these girls must have their own personal supply of oxygen because they just never seem to run out when they record videos of themselves. It's all about me, me, me. Look at my dating life. Here's what I've got going on. Here's why men don't like me. It's honestly worse rambling, guys, than when I record these videos and I'm just sitting here on a ridiculous amount of caffeine. So this is a girl who's complaining about her dating life. She can't find her Prince Charming, and guys, for the life of me, couldn't possibly guess why that might be the case.